That's How It Works, a short story. Barrel-chested and pronounced, he bounded around the gym, black shorts and a dark green short open raincoat covering a black t-shirt with "fuck you" emblazoned on it. He looked over and spoke to me. "All right, Taz?" I smiled and reached for his hand, but he grabbed me instead as if to hug me. It felt awkward. "Yeah, I'm good," I warmly replied. I looked him directly in the eye to ascertain the truth of the moment and check on him. I'd heard many stories and myths about this young man, how he sold cocaine and made his money, stories of fights in the town centre and the brutalisation of men and women. The word was that he was bisexual and that one day, faced with a man who owed him £500 of drug debt, promised to clear the debt if the man would perform oral sex on him. The man obliged. Cocaine is a powerful drug that enlarges the ego and can reveal an arrogant monster full of selfish desires as well as the darkest of desperations. Jake was no exception. The fact that he was already arrogant simply made matters worse. "What are you doing here?" he inquired. Jake had been banned from my local gym on the other side of town. The owner had said he brought too much heat and attention from the police. "I've come to train with my stepson. He lives over this way. He should be here by now." I looked around the gym. Jake's eyes, searching me, detected my honesty, but he checked. "You're all right, though." He put his hand on my arm. It was touching in a way to think that he cared. I cared about him. I knew him from many moons ago when he was a teenager on the streets. I was a youth worker and I had a scheme going that issued free gym passes for deserving cases. He'd taken advantage. Back then I met a man with potential, a positive potential that few envisaged. He was already an established street fighter who acted as though he was taking pity on me and my efforts. But we both knew he was desperately in need. I just wanted to love him, really, help him on his way, and I met that need for a very short time, which he never forgot. Years later, our paths crossed again at my local gym, and I listened to his stories of superiority and gang warfare, and sometimes just the babbling of his drug habit. I tried to reach out to him, but he was never standing still long enough and swore allegiance to the criminal world, where his antics were valued and used, and his brushes with the police many. "Yeah, I'm good, mate. Good to see you again." I left an invisible hand of friendship on his shoulder, and he turned back to his friends. It was comforting to know that he would undoubtedly back me up in any physical dispute or conflict. That's what he did. But I also knew that once the dust had settled and the back-slapping cheers of victory had melted into memory, there would be a price to pay. That's how it works. I watched him reconnect with his friends. Loud laughter and brash clanking of metal weights ensued. His friends, large, strong men with faces that portrayed abusive childhoods and abusive responses. They clubbed together in famous layers of macho joviality, awaiting a hero's return to prison. Maybe this year, maybe next. We didn't speak again. He left without a goodbye, an entrance, an exit, a drama in between. That's how it works.